Hey, I'm the cat toy lady. So today's toy is completely inspired by the kittens that I'm fostering right now. That chunky chenille yarn that I use in so many different toys, they love. There's little gurrs and growls and just a little bit of some hunting instinct that you see coming through in them. And I wanted to make another toy that used some of that chunky chenille. You get a ton of it for like $5 at Walmart. So I figure, why not make lots of different toys from this material, since the cats love to chew on it so much. And it doesn't fall apart. So what's really neat about this material is it has a sewn braid on the inside. It helps keep it from falling apart. So when you're using it, it gives you a little bit of that reassuring safetiness. Of course, never leave your cat alone with it. And if it does for some reason start to fall apart, take it away from your cat. But it's a whole lot safer than a lot of the toys that are out there. And what we're going to make is very similar to this type of toy, but it's going to be using that chunky chenille with the stick. And I got these sticks at my Dollar Tree. There's 10 of them for $1. First step is to cut about 3 feet worth of the chunky chenille. Now that braid that I showed you, you are going to take your scissors and cut straight along the edge of it. It kind of hugs it, I guess you could say, so it's not really hard to cut along the side of it. So I have it just facing up, and you can leave some of the fluff. You don't have to cut super close like you do with other toys. And I just have about 1 inch of it that I cut down to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue it, or low tint glue, your choice, your fingers, and just give it a slight twirl around and glue it on here. So what I'm going to do is just run glue down it on 2 sides of it. See? And then put it in the glue and twirl it around. And I'm going to use my fingers to kind of like roll it back and forth and squish it together so you see how it is. I purposely left some of the really fuzzy part on here so we can use that to be able to connect to the glue. So I'm going to add just a little bit more glue, and I'm going to kind of mat down the parts that were sticking up in that glue. See? Yes, you can use ribbon just like I did in the other one video to kind of cover up the top here, you know, the ugly part. But I recently found a cheat, the cheap masking tape, and it comes in lots of different colors, but I kind of like the cream color because it blends into the wood and it's not so noticeable. So I trim about 2 inches of it off, and then finding where the edge of the stick is, I'm going to line this up with it and just wrap the tape around. At first, as you're going around, it's going to be kind of wrinkly and ugly. Don't worry, the more you wrap, the more it smooths out. And press it tightly together, very firm as you're twisting it together. So it ends up looking like this. And then your toy is done. You don't have to worry about it unraveling because of the braid. It's on here really well. You have the tape and the glue. And because you wrapped around in the glue, that really helps secure it on. It's really taut. It's not coming off. This is something that you can kind of mass produce and be able to donate to rescue groups. It's like ribbon dancing with your kitty cat. It will drive them nuts. They can do full-on rabbit kicking because it is so long, but they can pick it up and growl and get that meatiness like an animal. It's going to be the perfect toy for you, for any age cat. Remember that it doesn't have to be a really overcomplicated toy for your cat. Nice and simple is nice and fun. And don't forget to check out some of my videos of the more complicated and the simple. Now go make your cat some toys.